Tomorrow marks 1 year since the riot at the U.S. Capitol, and some new polling out reveals that your political party affiliation may have a pretty big impact on your perception of what happened that day. A new ABC Ipsos poll saying that 96% of Democrats think what happened that day was a clear attack on democracy. But if you ask Republicans about January 6th, more than half say the riot was an effort to protect democracy. Joining us now to discuss the anniversary is Jamarr Brown, co-executive director of the Texas Democratic Party, and former Texas GOP chair James Dickey. Thanks to both of you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
So, Jamarr, first to you, do these numbers show that we really have a couple competing realities here?
Well, I definitely think that we have a couple competing realities, but I think that one of the things that you cannot compete with is the facts. And that's what we're seeing right now that's happening in the investigations on the January 6th committee. It's very important to ensure that the public knows exactly what happened and what roles different people who played in that. And so we've seen the Republicans try to duck subpoenas, try to plead the fifth and do all of those different things. But it absolutely is important that the public knows exactly what happened, especially at the seat of federal government.
And when we look at these perceptions, we're talking about a year out from the riot. But Jamarr, how do you think history will remember January 6th when we kind of look at the big picture here?
Well, I think that one of the things you'll see, especially in modern history, that January 6th was one of the darkest days in our American history and in our democracy. And so at the end of the day, one of the things that's important is we have systems and procedures that if people have issues with an election, we have procedures to do that. And that does not include raiding the Capitol. That does not include inciting violence. That does not include spreading a big lie well over a year after that election. And so I think that we have to get back to the fundamental processes of our democracy and make sure that we're working together to ensure that that democracy is representative for all of us. And when something happens that is not reflective, such as January 6th, we need to go into a deep investigation on every front, including the lead up and including the response, because those things play a part in what happened and what didn't happen.